We do begin with violent crime trends in Utah's capital city. Police saying there is hope in the latest numbers.
Yes, over the last 5 years, violent crime on average is up about 8%, but lately those crimes have decreased. ABC4's Jordan Burroughs speaking to SLPD and Mayor Erin Mendenhall to hear how to make sure this trend stays in that right direction. Jordan, what steps are they taking to fix this issue?
They say the big step is to hire more officers, and we do know from talking to the Salt Lake City Police Department that is what they are doing. They've been hiring new officers since they've been understaffed during the pandemic. They're not quite fully staffed yet, but they're hoping to get there. We do know, according to the data, that overall crime is up 8% on average over the last 5 years, but that number used to be at 16%.
It's always our hope to have violent crime go down.
It's been a constant battle between Salt Lake City police and criminals, especially those who commit violent offenses.
The more officers that we have, the more officers that we can have out here serving the members of our community and those that work, live, and visit our city.
Sergeant Mark Wine with SLCPD says the department can decrease violent crimes if it can get more officers hired. He says, and the data shows violent crime is down year to date from this time last year, roughly 5%. However, overall crime is also down year to date from last year, around 3%.
That's a testament to the great work that our officers do day in and day out when they show up to serve the community members, those that work here, those that live here, those that visit here. We want to make sure that Salt Lake City is as safe as possible so that they can have a pleasurable experience doing whatever it is that draws them to our community.
Sergeant Melody Cutler with Unified Police says her agency, which oversees unincorporated Salt Lake County, like Kearns and Magna, and also areas like Mill Creek and Midvale, is hoping for violent crime to decrease as the pandemic seems to be a drive behind the increase.
We're hoping also that people now getting out and enjoying their activities, being social again, that all those things will help as well. Maybe lessening some of those psychological effects and the mental health issues that people face being quarantined and isolated.
Mayor Erin Mendenhall also weighed in on the crime data. She says, quote, "There is no crime that is acceptable or condoned in Salt Lake City. In fact, overall crime was down 6% year to year from 2020 to 2021. Our police officers do excellent work every day keeping us safe, and we are on track to be fully staffed by this summer." We also know that most agencies raised their wages during the pandemic and even now to try to hire more officers. The Salt Lake City Police Department being one of those agencies. Sergeant Mark Wine says he did tell me that if they do hire more officers, get more resources, that'll help them in the fight again against making sure violent crime is going down within the capital city. Reporting live in Salt Lake City, Jordan Burroughs, ABC4 News.